Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this December the 1st.
December.
That's right. It's December, and it's also the first Saturday, which means that Dave Gabbard and Gene Smith are in studio with me, as they normally are. Dave has made the long drive from Lexington. They're going to stop here and then head right after the show, heading up to Halls to the Taj Mahal, because there is duck hunting going on in Tennessee this weekend. And I know there's no duck hunting going on in Arkansas other than the youth hunt. This is the youth hunt weekend for Arkansas youth, 15 and under, and you need to check all the rules and regulation, but I know a lot of kids are out there this weekend, maybe for the very first time. And I know a guy on the line with us right now that every time he goes, I know on opening weekend, it feels like he's a kid again because he has done so many opening weekends. And a lot of folks have been anxiously asking me, get Buck Gardner on the phone and tell us what's going on. And so Buck, through his agent, his wife, Marlene, has agreed to be on Outdoors with Larry Ray today. Good morning, Buck.
Good morning, Ray. How y'all doing?
Well, we're doing about as good as we can. But, we didn't get Steve McAdams on before you, and he's trying to check in now, but we're going to talk to you. A lot of folks, give us an update, Buck. How you doing? And walk us through what happened to you, and a little bit, I know there's so many people, as I told Marlene, you never know how many friends you've gotten until you go through something like you've gone through.
Oh, man, well, I thank you, but the important news is that my wife, Marlene, her cancer had reoccurred, but she's taking chemotherapy, and she had a PET body scan, and they said there's no evidence of any measurable cancer in her body.
That's
a wonderful thing, and she's still having to take her chemo, and she doesn't feel too hot. She's kind of tired, but it kind of puts us on equal footing because the radiation that I'm taking on a daily basis is it doesn't hurt and it doesn't make me sick. It just makes me tired. And I get tired easily. I tried 101 day on opening weekend.
Did you?
And then I went the next Saturday after that, and I couldn't go. I mean, I was picking up decoys, and it just made me tired. But I still want to go, and as soon as I get this stuff over with and get me some new bottom teeth for Larry, they took out all my molars on the bottom. I've got nothing to chew with. And they're saying, you need to eat more. And I go, well, I can't chew anything up.
Can't chew anything. And so tell our listeners, you found out you had cancer.
Yeah, I went to the dentist, the routine thing, and he checked my tongue. I said, what about this little place? And he went, ooh, that doesn't look good. So he sent me over to Rusty Peck, who's a friend of mine. It's a dental surgeon. And he looked at it, and he goes, wow, you got cancer. I said,
what?
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I mean, he goes, yeah, I'm positive. He said, I know cancer. And I said, well, that's just great, Rusty. And he said, I'm going to send you over to my buddy, Neil Beckford, and they'll just cut out a little tiny piece out of your tongue. It'll be okay. Well, when I woke up, they cut out 2/3 of my tongue.
Oh, my goodness.
And so it's, I'm not complaining because I'm happy they caught it, and I'm happy that he's doing this stuff. But, it was kind of a shock, but, hey, it's okay. They could cut it all off. That would probably make Marlene happy.
No doubt. Now, Buck still got that sense of humor, but I know during this time, Buck, there's been an outpouring of love, right?
Yes, I can't believe how many people that I haven't heard from in forever or have sent me text messages or called me or whatever. And it's kind of funny because when somebody hears my voice, a lot of times it sounds okay, but Marlene said, if you talk long enough, you're going to sound like an Oriental Forrest Gump.
Well, I think you're.
That's who I am.
I think it's wonderful to hear your voice, And yeah, because this procedure. So what's ahead? What's ahead for you?
Well, I've got a great Christmas plan because on the day after Christmas is my last day of radiation, so
Amen.
That's going to be a good thing. And then from what they tell me, it should take me, just depends on how strong-willed I am, I guess, but anywhere from going hunting again if I want to, or maybe 2 weeks, or maybe a month, or maybe not at all for a couple of months. But I'm planning on going hunting.
There you go. That's that carrot out there, Buck, that the Lord puts out there for us to keep us going. And
yes, sir.
And as I've said many times, so many folks have asked me, because I was privileged to be on the short list for the text messages from Marlene that kept us all posted about what was going on and talking to her and everything like that. And then I asked her, I had to ask how the Gardner house was doing in Mexico Beach.
And amazingly, my father and my mother and Aunt Adelaide built that house.
I know it.
I helped a little, but not a lot. But when they were done, my daddy, everything he made was handmade, not homemade.
Yeah.
He said, son, it'll take something bigger than a Category 5 to move this house away. And all they lost was shingles.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing. And look at the devastation. And, of course, I know Bradley's down there in that area.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
And,
and just it's good that he – a lot of people wrote it out, and things were so goofy, and it's still bad that people are intense.
It was so bad. There's whole blocks of that little town.
Yeah.
That Mexico Beach is not but about 1,000 people.
That's right.
But just block after block on the beach side, just there was nothing but foundations, just the floor with some places that had carpet on the floor, or linoleum or hardwood floor, but everything else was gone.
Well, that's when I heard that city, when I heard that name, I of course thought of your mom and dad's house and everything. But I know it's what are you hearing from your folks over there? I know you're getting calls and things on that.
Well, there's some people killing ducks. There's places where there are some concentration of ducks. Mostly they're either on refuge or they're, somebody got a place next to a big fellow or state refuge.
Yeah. But there are some.
Most of the people like me, my mouth gets so dry, I can't talk, so I have to take a sip of water.
Get your water, buddy. I just.
The opening weekend we killed 3 the day I went, and hadn't it been for previous shooting, we wouldn't have killed that. So there's just no ducks were in the area down here yet.
Yeah,
I think, and I'm hoping that these next 2 weeks we'll get some weather that'll move birds in. You know, and I mean it's like this almost every year. I mean sometimes we do have great openers. But most of the time our duck hunting starts in December, late December.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Well,
Tennessee and Arkansas are the same.
I think they are. Looking at these things, and I don't know if you noticed or Marlene noticed, but we're going to talk to Logan Hancock a little later in the show, who just won the World Championship at Stuttgart.
Man, isn't that great? Logan has, I believe, won it 3 times.
3 times, Buck, and he's going to have to.
2 years in a row that he's won.
Yeah.
And, I talked to one of the judges, and they said it was a tremendous contest. That there was a tiebreaker between him and I can't think of his name. Sweetheart of a guy, and just said it was just
Phil
like
Green.
a 1 point difference or something. I mean,
Phil Green of Wiener.
Phil Green, Phil Green was from Louisiana.
Yeah,
tremendously sound. I mean, he had started to compete back almost a year, maybe a year or 2 after I got retired. And so I just thought he was fantastic then, and he's won now. I mean, he's a world champion, but Logan he's a special breed of cat, man.
Yeah,
I haven't got to talk to him personally, but you can tell him that I said he is a real special breed of cat.
We'll tell him that because he is. That's what he wanted to do, and that's what he does, and he competes, but. He's agreed to be on the show a little bit later, and I know that that competitiveness, and I was there over in Stuttgart during my years with the paper. I was there when Buck won it, and I was there when he won the Champion of Champions.
Yep.
And I hate to say this, but Buck and Abraham Lincoln have a lot in common. Y'all know that? How many times did you not win before you won, Buck?
I had 13 times I got my behind kicked.
13 times, buddy.
13 times.
Take a lick and keep on kicking.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand that. I kept thinking, surely something's wrong. I'm going to win. And, I had a guy one time introduce me. He said, "This is Buck Gardner, 3-time world champion and champion." I said, "No, I'm just a 1-time world champion and champions. Actually, I'm like a 7-time world champion. They just didn't give it to me, those others."
Whoa, Buck, I don't care what health-wise, you still got that spirit, buddy. That's it.
Good recognized talent when they've seen it.
You know something? This is just something else to go through, and guys have held my hand through this way like you just can't believe. I mean, Marlene is so strong.
Yes.
Yeah. And watching her go through this stuff, and then she's right there for me.
Yes.
And keeps me lifted up, and all my appointments now are with doctors and hospitals and stuff, instead of Walmart and Sam's and businesses and stuff. But
well, Buck, I tell you what, I love you.
Well, when you go to the doctor, do you hand them a pintail whistle?
Yeah, Buck, do you get?
I tell you what, I have taken on. I'm taking on my doctor's duck hunting. That's for
there you go.
There you go. Get that discount, Buck. Do that kind of stuff. Well, brother, we love you, and
thank you.
Thank you for taking time to be with us this morning. And we'll stay in touch, and just know that God's plans never fail. So, buddy, just
I'm right in line for it. That's where I want to be.
That's right.
And whatever it is, it's good.
That's right. Tell all your family hello for me, okay?
All right. God bless you and all the guys, and thank y'all for taking the time to call me.
Okay, Buck. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Love you. Let's take a break. It's going to be hard to get around that. I'm sorry, I'm emotional and know Buck really well, and he's not have a great spirit.
Yes, he does.
I mean, he's lost 2/3 of his tongue.
Yeah.
Wow. And he's never smoked or dipped in 42 years.
Yeah.
And he just went to the dentist.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Well, it's like my wife fell and broke her arm and found out she had a tumor in it.
That's right.
And
you go to
wound up lost her arm.
We go to Miss Vicky here with dealing with her situation. All right, we're all blessed. All right, Shelby, got to get out. Let's take a break. Come right back and come.
Coffee.
Yeah, here we go. Lance and Jeff on Outdoors with Larry Ray.